Mike Martins, your boy, the man with a plan. Hope everybody is doing well. And welcome to Backpage Mike. We are on what episode are we on? Episode 2. We just started this Backpage Mike thing, usually just to come in and talk and kind of shoot the breeze and see what's going on around us and trying to be as careful as possible on this platform. But we do Mike in the Night on Odyssey, so we're not too worried. I got some two gentlemen coming down to visit me this morning, so I'm waiting on them. They have a race car, and I've been sponsoring this race car now. I'm in my second year sponsoring this race car. They've been sponsoring. They've been getting our name out there at the racetracks and stuff. So it's really nice. So when they show up, I'll give you guys. If they park close enough to the store, I'll give you guys a little tour of the race car that we're sponsoring here, and it'll be nice to see a little bit of difference. Early morning Saturday. We got Faye Knox on in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. And good to see everybody. And as people start rolling in, guys, don't forget tonight to set your reminders for Mike of the Night on Odyssey. We're going to be doing open lines, episode 445. That's many years of many years of talking. So don't forget to set your reminders for tonight. And we got Malachi's Corner in the house. Good morning. And there it is. There it is on Odyssey, guys. Don't forget to join us tonight. So we got all kinds of stuff that's going on, circulating through the grapevine. So this was sent to me from someone that lives in King County that's been watching me for housing for years. Washington governor predicts the summer of blackouts, destruction, and death. And it's in his words. So YouTube, before you want to strike my channel down, it's actually in his words. And he says it right here. It's shaping up to be a deadly summer. Wow, how does he already know that? As climate crisis worsens, we're facing the most extreme summer weather in history, while Washington State faced the wettest start to the summer in over 70 years. Other states are preparing for sweltering temperatures. So what are they preparing? That means blackouts, destructions, and death. And just look at the headlines. So again, they are, I guess, seeding. They're planting that seed, right? Planting it in our heads, planting that seed. They're giving us fair warning. They're actually telling us, hey, maybe something might happen. Maybe, but this guy's fall out just saying it outright, right? So if that doesn't raise any flags, something's coming, right? And we've been under this, I don't know, I've been under quite a bit amount of stress in the last three years and change, right? After losing my dad 3 years ago and then kicking off this BS and all the other BS and the floods that we had here that we suffered with. We had the floods, we had the forest fires, all kinds of just one after another, and then the Merritt Stalker, it doesn't getting the finger all the time. I in my town, I walk outside. There's a 50% chance that this one person in town will give me the finger. Every time I'm out, giving me the finger, giving my wife the finger, give my family the finger, and that's just basically what we've been going through. And I think that's my cross. I think that's the burden I'm carrying through the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, Dirk Zink in the house. Good morning to you, my friend. It's been a crazy world the last few years. I'd videotape it. I have dash cam footage of it. I do, quite a few times. But the police basically have been saying that it's forming an opinion. So there's nothing we could really do about it. It's forming an opinion. So when I'm on Mike of the Night, I get very vulgar at times on Odyssey. And I'm forming opinions about politicians. And I'm very, very vulgar about it. Because I would... want to form my opinions. So when I'm on Odyssey and I'm talking ill will about Scott Morrison, or I'm talking ill will about Joe Biden or anybody, well, according to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, That's forming an opinion. Somebody coming in here and giving me a cease and desist. Watch the cease and desist video on my channel. Coming in here saying, with the Crown Courts of Canada and the Commonwealth of Canada, I hereby serve you with documents. And it was a fake cease and desist. It was a fake serving. But then you go to the police and say, this guy came in and told me he was part of the Crown Courts, and I could do 10 years in the federal penitentiary if I don't abide by the cease and desist. The police said, oh, no, that's forming an opinion. So I'm going to teach you guys in a future video how to write a cease and desist and serve it to somebody. And it's not legal. Nothing is by the courts. And it's considered forming an opinion because the RCMP said so. So RCMP represents all of Canada. So you got to keep that in mind. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do cease and desists, how to do certain things that have been done to me, because it's all forming an opinion. And you could do it to someone else if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's forming an opinion. So anyways, how's everybody doing out there? Woo! Tonight is Mike of the Night. Call-in show. Just call in and tell us what's on your mind, right? So there it is. There's a show for tonight, guys. Open lines tonight, episode 445 on Odyssey. Don't forget to join us tonight on Mike in the Night. And many episodes going back. This one was I actually rewatched this one the other day. Which one was it? This one's not bad. Mike in the Night 444, stock market, crypto, housing, market disaster. And then this one was really good. Mike in the Night 443, they're going to federalize the planet. And where was the other Mike in the Night that I like? Oh yeah, disarming citizens all over the world, episode 442. And then going back and what was that one before that one? That was the last call-in show. So if you guys want to join us, be part of the channel, call in and just voice your opinion on Mike in the Night. Hold on, somebody just left a comment here. Hold on. Just traded 2 hens, one special needs for a young rooster. So stoked. Good. See, I'm happy people are getting back to the basics, so to say, in a good basic way, because that's how we lived for thousands of years, right? I like to form 5-knuckle sandwich. Yes. Market check. That reply I dropped on that other video. Please help get the information mainstream. Says liberal tears. Who else is here? Summer brownouts, blackouts, and knockouts. Yeah. But every other week. Well, no, not every week I've been ordering in 2 solar panels in, because it's going to take quite a bit of solar panels to run my home off grid. So if they do decide to cut the power of the city, if they do decide to, we'll have continuity of power, right? We don't have to worry about that, and no one's taking me off my land. You know what I'm saying? We saw what happened when they forced evacuated everybody here in Merritt, and basically, it was an absolute gong show. An absolute gong show here in Merritt. Just an absolute, I don't know, a lot of people have, they're going through other things in different parts of the world and different demographics with different zones of pain and, areas of issues. It's all governance in the end. People will be people. People will steal. People will love each other. People will adore each other. People will hate on each other. People will be people. It's that government level that basically pays wages to that governance support that's supposed to be helping us, and that's where I start getting into issues. Where's my tax dollars going, right? I work hard, right? It doesn't look it. I've been inventorying the entire store all by myself, and I've gotten to that end shelf there, and now I'm going to start this middle shelf here when I'm done with you guys, and inventorying and making sure the prices have been adjusted to inflation. I just do Amazon Prime. It's easy, and people feel that they're getting the best deal possible when it's Amazon Prime, which is good for me in a way, in many ways, actually. So it helps the business out, right? But, man, so good to see you guys. Tonight, Mike in the Night Live. I'm so excited for tonight's show. I'm Yeah, I love my call-in shows. I love the call-in shows. But people need to remember, I can't control what people call in and think or what they feel. And that's not about what my show is about. I'm not about controlling what people believe they think or what they know, right? Because we believe we think we know. And that's going to be something that we're going to live through our entire lives. It's good to think that we know, right? Or it's good to think that we think we know. Yeah, it's good to think that we think we know. And that's just our lives. That's our whole life, right? And as long as you're true and honest and transparent with each other, life could be a whole lot, more fun to live. You know what I'm saying? But let's see who's in the comments here. Oh, wow. I got a small Jackery with panel. What was that? Jackery with panel. About all I need. Then someone says, getting something called software in life. And then someone else says, I can't read the full comment sometimes. I do watch you. I just rarely comment. Keep them coming on. Pure Sign 3500? No way, buddy. No, it's a grow up 8,000. I think it's an 8,000 watt pure, like everything. That's my thing that's coming in. It's in the mail. It should be here second week of July. I'll do an unboxing for you guys for my my inverter. I could bring in 5,200 watts off the roof. And 5,200 watts. I'm gonna go with 4,800. I want to keep it under the max level desire. And that's gonna give me, again, I could run it split phase, and it's 120 to 240 volt split phase already built in, and it ties right into my my power fuse box. And that's a good thing. And then this way, if they decide to shut the power off, the bright side, it has a tie-in inverter too. So the inverter ties itself into the grid. And I'm not going to be feeding back the inverter because I could do 9 years in jail for that. So if I actually feed back the power back to the grid, I could do, if I get caught, I could do 9 years in jail. So I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to do is use the power during the day when it's sunny. And if we need to have to go off grid, we can. That's what I want to set up my solar for on the roof of the house. So if we need to go off grid, it can, and we won't even know that we're off grid. The batteries will be programmed to shut off at 20%. So basically, if it's a cloudy day, the batteries shut off at 20%, the grid comes back on and powers the house. If I could save up enough money to buy enough batteries, I think a total of 4 major big batteries. They're the size of a mini fridge. 4 of those batteries could power my house for 3 days without any sun at all. Yeah, you're going to need off-grid availability. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going with the 5,000. I think it's a 5,000 watt, 8 volts. I don't know. I have to. I'll unbox it when it comes in for you guys, and you guys can see what I'm doing. So this way, if again, they're going to come for our power. Okay, they're going to. Oh, you got a Life Pole 4S. Yeah, I know that's the. I'm getting the Life Pole. I think it's the Grow Watt. Again, 5,000 watt, 8 kilowatts. That's what it is. 120, 240 split phase. That's what it is. It weighs 115 pounds. So I have to mount it less than a meter away from my fuse panel, and I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna take my time with it, and the batteries are expensive. I go to bigbattery.com, bigbattery.ca if you're in Canada. The batteries are the size of a mini fridge. They're about 3 feet high. They have a built-in computer up top. It tells you, it's all digitized, and it's friendly to my inverter. So my inverter will connect with the battery instead of it being just charge, it's more of a friendly software compatibility. So it actually reads it, knows it, they know each other, and that kind of saves the time with all the back end programming. And I could go on my phone and check the wattage, the kilowatts, what we're gaining for the day. These are important things to know. Guys, if you could just get even 4 100-watt panels, they're about, I don't know, 3 feet high. If you could get 4 of those from Renogy, Renogy.com, Renogy.ca, if you could get 4 of those panels and maybe get an external battery that you could charge that automatically inverts. I'm going to make a video for you guys. I got this big battery that basically plugs into the house, and I could charge it, and it could run my fridges, it could run all kinds of stuff. Really good stuff to have in case of emergency. It's a big battery. It's got all the USBs in the front and the back. It has all the plugs for the house, and it even has one of the big plugs to plug in my washer or dryer. So, but it came with a wire where I could easily plug in my solar panels to that battery. So if you have a basic system like that, I'll do a video on that just to show that to you guys. All you do is plug in your battery into the thing. You plug in your solar panels to the rechargeable big battery that could run your fridges and stuff during the day, and then at night you plug your stuff in so it doesn't go bad, you know? Yeah, they're all lithium. They're lithium ion. Go to bigbattery.com. Bigbattery.com or bigbattery.ca. You'll see it there, what I'm talking about. They have the new one I'm looking at is the Wolf one. It's called the Fox one. It's the Wolf battery. It's a new, really up-to-date battery. It's like, whoa. I think it's better than the Tesla battery. That's me just saying what I think I know. I think I was looking at the kilowatts per hour and amp hours and everything. Guys, remember, I'm not an electrician. I don't know anything. I'm just going through this with you guys, you know? I'm just going through this with you guys, my family. We're just kind of educating ourselves as we go along, right? We're just kind of making sense of what to do for ourselves because no one else will do anything. Again, it's public works. I don't believe in the public sector. I have no faith in big pharma, mainstream media, all that stuff. I have no faith in anything governance. No maintenance batteries. Yeah, they're not maintenance batteries. Of course they're not. No, you don't want to open those batteries. They're like the size of a fridge, and bigbattery.com. Here, I'll even look it up for you guys right now. Here. You guys want to talk about this? Bigbattery.com. I already have it set to the off grid. There it is right here. So this is the one I want to buy. This one right here. That's the Husky. Sorry, I thought it was a Wolf one. Husky. 48 volts, 103 amp hours, 5.3 kilowatt hours. And it's basically lithium-ion battery pack, 1 to 5 days ship time. And it's got a computer at the top. And that's what I want to get. That's what I want. I want to get this. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but you could spend $3,000 on other crap that's not going to... And that's what it looks like there, see? And look how the batteries are stacked up inside nicely. So they do a nice job doing it. And there it is right. There's videos, a ton of videos here for you to watch. But yeah, I don't want to get like a 3-pack is way out of my league. I think a 3-pack, what's a 3-pack cost? It's going to be like $9,000. So there it is right there. There it is right there. That's what you need. So something like this Eagle kit, smaller batteries. These batteries I think are 2 feet tall, but they're smaller, and you can put them in series or parallel or whatever you want to do. But there it is right there. Comes with all the connections. I don't know, guys. I'm just, this one's sold out. And if you go down here, everything's sold out. Look, everything is sold out. Everything. And that was just a week ago when this Nimrod here basically said, Washington governor predicts a summer full of blackouts, destruction, and death. So when the governor of Washington State announces that and twitters it and actually tells people, that means blackouts, destruction. So we got to be careful, and we need preparedness. So I'm on the solar part. I already got I have a seed bank of banks, a bank. I bought 8 or 9 different seed banks in metal cases with X amount of thousands of seeds or whatever of different ones, are all organic, all top of the line, all heirloom, the whole 9 yards. So I'm done with my seed banks. I'm done with my food storage and preservation and ready to go. My garden's planted. I'm good to go. My solar shed is good in case we need to run a quarter of the house overnight or something, or if there's a real emergency. And then now my solar is arriving, right? So, and then I got 2 rain barrels coming in, right? So I just want to make sure, I got every angle covered so that when, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself and your family. There's nothing wrong with it. But governments see a problem with that, right? That's why they're going to track how much food you buy. That's why they're going to track. I heard, this is what I've been feeling. You're going to go somewhere. You're going to buy something at a grocery store. You're going to run your debit through. They're going to, okay, go have a good day, sir. You take your bags, you leave. I have a feeling if you stop at another store and pick up other stuff, because the other store doesn't have the other stuff, you're probably going to get flagged and messaged and asked, why did you go shopping at 2 different places for? So when I keep telling you guys they're going to federalize all our big box stores, they're going to take over everything at a federalized level. The governments will tax all these corporations to death first, till they abandon their buildings and they just federalize the business. And then they'll know where you go, how much you spend, what you do, and that is the scary part. But I'm trying to alleviate the situation by telling you, harness your own power. Batteries don't produce power, right? Just want to make that clear. They don't produce power. They store power. They store energy, right? And they give it to you on demand, right? And the solar system that you choose is up to you. Here, I'll show you the inverter I have. Here. Voltage, shop all, voltage category. Inverters. I'll show you the inverter I have. This one right here. That's it right there. It's 6,000. Okay. Let me see what it says. I don't know why it doesn't. Off-grid, solar, off-grid storage, 7 days ship time. And there it is. 6,000 series off-grid 120, 240 split phase output. PV input voltage up to 250 volts. Wow. So that's a lot of power. It's got the Wi-Fi module with it. So I didn't order it from these guys because I didn't know. I thought these guys only sold batteries. So I did not know that. So I ordered it off a big distributor on Amazon. I didn't know. So there's the voltage battery, 48 volts, right? So you got rated power, surge rating, 18 kilowatts. And then, so 12 kilowatt rated power and maximum PV array power. So 180 amps PV charge current and a maximum PV 5,000 watts to 7,000. So I'm only running 4,800 watts on my roof. So I'm not overdoing it, but I'm also making sure I could get as much as I can. And worst case scenario, I'll just put a windmill in, a small one of those windmill in the backyard, those 400 or 800 watt ones, run it 48 volts, run it through and just plug it to the battery, and that's it. And the wind at night will keep it going, right? If I need that, right? My concern and what really eats me up inside is the people that live in condominiums. Like, maybe buy those window ones. There's these window panels you could buy with the suction cups. You lick the suction cup and you put the panel folds out and you put it in your window. And you could charge one of those batteries that I was talking about. Those LiPo batteries with all the plugs in the front. And the USBs and all the stuff you can. And they got wheels on them too, those batteries. So I think that's a good idea. And they support solar charge. So depending on where you're building, if you're in a condo where it's facing, you could get the maximum light. I would actually solar out all the windows. And it's friendly because you don't have to bolt it. It's all suctioned. You lick it, you put the suction cups up, and you hang up the panels on the windows. It doesn't create any damage. It doesn't do anything, you know? So what do we got here? Okay. Okay, wait. Folks I know who drive over the road and running into limited diesel and diesel shortages, oils and parts. Yeah, that's gonna go. It's gonna become a Mad Max world. We have a store to get water out the air, and they'll sell machines. Yeah, that's something that's been happening for years now. They had cars that run off of that, right? In January, I calculated the date, and I believe that October 10th is the day that the market, some crashing down. Let's hope I'm wrong, but I might be wrong. And then that's scary. It's a good idea to have an old. Ooh, it just changed. An old car, and you could get parts from in the junkyard. Yep, that's good. I had a botany student from Algonquin create a strain for me decades ago. I've been driving this December 20 this December 20 years. Big rig. I've never seen it that bad. Diesel's running dry, says IARE, and Margie O frowns. Yeah, man. And that's the position that we're in right now. This is what we're at right now. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with protecting ourselves, right? I don't think there's nothing wrong with... So this is the inverter I'm buying here. And... I'll put up, there it is. That's what it looks like right there. It's the Grow Watt. It's the Pure Sign 5000, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. So there it is right there. You could go to bigbattery.ca to check it out, but there it is right there. That's what I'm going to do. It weighs 100, the thing weighs like 115 pounds. And it's good enough for me. They have a bigger one here for 5,900. And I think that's 12,000 watts. I don't need that much power. I don't have, like, I don't really, every light in my house is LED. Everything is LED. I don't have any of those old lights that heat up and, like, all my washer, dryer, my fridges, they're all efficient. All efficient. So I don't have... Like, I don't have that drain or that load. Maybe my computer would be the biggest drain on the house when I have my computer on doing Mike in the Night. That's probably it. But I'm not worried about that. That's just something, it's got a big graphics card. It's got big power. But that's about it, right? It's $1.90 in Edmonton. A Caesar salad in Edmonton was $15.99. And it was $12.99 in Yellowknife. Yeah. Alaska Prepper. Hola, primo. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Dónde estás? Anyways, Alaska Prepper in the house. We had him on the show. And you know what, Alaska Prepper? I'm just talking about some of the solar stuff that I'm setting up at the house. I'm at that level now where my garden's planted. Rain barrels are coming in. I got everything on my seed bank's good to go. You'll be proud of me, Alaska Prepper. You'll be very proud of me if you knew the progress that I'm working towards to save house and protect my family, protect you guys, right? So I just I don't know. I just got this concern. I can't get it out. And then when you read headlines like this, let's go back. Washington governor predicts summer of blackouts, destruction, and death. And no, it's not fake news. He actually posted it on his Instagram right there. There it is right there. And that's my concern, guys. They're kind of seeding us. They're seeding us. They're seeding us to, there's the seed. Do what you want with it. You want to grow? You want to do your own thing? Do it. So... Is your dollar higher? No, the Canadian dollar is, I think it's at 30 cents or 28 cents right now against the US, right? So imports from America are going to cost more for us here on this side too. So we're going to be in a little bit of a bind. We're going to be a little bit of a bind. Oh yeah, it's like $2.20 where I am. It's $2.20 a liter. Y that's what, 3.5 litros por un galón americano. That's like, what is that? That's 2.46. That's about $8 Canadian for an American US gal, roughly. Do the math below. I think it's like $8 Canadian. I think so. Yeah, I think it's about $8 Canadian for 1 US gallon. So I'm here at the shop. Give you guys a... It's a beautiful morning. I got the Red Dragon out today. The Red Dragon needed a wash, so I washed the Red Dragon. So it's a beautiful day here. And give you guys a view here in my small town. Supposedly 7,000 people live here. I don't really think so, but that's what they tell us. I don't believe anything they tell us. Hey, buddy! But there it is, the Merrick Toys and Games. If you guys are ever in my area, you guys come down and see me here. And, yeah, that's that, guys. That's the position we are in right now. I just have a problem trusting anything anymore. I trust you guys, right? I trust you guys. I mean, if you can't trust anybody, then what's the point, right? I trust my family. I trust, you know what I'm saying? I trust in judgments and stuff from the people on the ground. The people that are supposed to be telling us what to do, I don't trust those people. And that's why I missed all 4 buses. I think we're on our 5th bus. Are we on 5 buses now? I missed 4 buses already. Someone says Rainbow Lake is cheaper than Edmonton. Yeah. But that's it. The inverter is coming in the mail. I feel a lot better knowing that I could secure that. And I already have most of the panels I need anyway. I'm not worried about it. It's just getting that battery. I showed you guys that battery. It's the size of a fridge. So, but then I'll just pick that up in a week or 2 or 3 weeks from now when the timing is right. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys got prepared? What are you preparing? I mean, are your gardens ready? Are you out of the city? Are you living in the city still? Because I made videos 7 years ago. Get the hell out of the city. Remember, get out of Sydney, Australia. Get out of Toronto. Get out of Vancouver. Get out of, warning people that it's going to be hard for city dwellers. With no maintenance and no public services, it's going to be hard. And people don't want to hear this, but sometimes they need to. Corey's saying, get out of New Zealand. Yeah. Alberta used to be cheap. Yeah. Alberta used to be dirt cheap until they opened up for foreign investing. Come on in and buy us out. Alberta's open for foreign investing. Come in and buy our real estate. Buy our real estate and leave all the middle class homeless. That's what they did. I'm having a little cafecito here with you guys. Oh, that tastes so good in the morning, eh? I'm currently investing money in my truck, so it comes down to it. At least I can drive. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's great. See, things like that. It's peace of mind. I don't know if you guys remember that commercial that was in a RoboCop movie. You're not buying an investment. You're buying peace of mind. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was RoboCop 2. In the suburbs / country, garden in what? Oh, garden in containers started. Chickens, 3 years of food on the shelf, water, filtration sorted. Next is power. Good. I'm leaving power for last. I know. I have my solar. You guys saw my solar shed. I produce 800 watts of power off of that, and my inverter could handle up to 6,000 watts, and I have multiple batteries. You guys know I have a solar shed that could charge all the things in the house, and have a quarter of the house running overnight. I could, but I can't run the washer and dryer or the microwave on that. That's the only thing. But I want to give my family a bit more comfort, security, and peace of mind. That's what it's all about, peace of mind. You want peace of mind? Go watch Alaska Prepper. He was in the comments earlier. Go watch Alaska Prepper if you want peace of mind. If you want to learn how to create a level of comfort in your mind, right? Because that's where it's getting to. They're dividing us in the home. They're dividing our families. They're dividing us in the schooling system, in the governance system. Roe versus Wade. All this stuff is all divide and conquer tactics that have been around before the time of Moses. Before the time of Moses. And you know what was happening during the time of Moses? Guess what? Gold, silver, and copper and other elements were money. And today, it's still money. Who else is here? I-A-A-R-E is saying something here. There's a caravan 300 kilometers, fairly vast, like to see the governments try and find me. And I've got fast force water. Keep your pre-86 pennies. Yeah, because they're pure copper, right? They're made of pure copper. Because money used to hold intrinsic value in the money itself, right? Especially when you had, they had gold coins, silver coins, copper coins. Like 100 coppers get you 1 silver, 100 silver get you a gold. That's how it was during the Roman time, until they started devaluating their own currencies, right? Man, I'm so excited. It's Saturday. Mike in the night on Odyssey tonight. College show. And I'll make bullets castings. I have copper coins. Everyone's talking about copper coins now. So this is why I think people should start looking out for themselves more. There it is. Washington government predicts summer of full blackouts, destruction, and death. Again, there's many videos already on YouTube people made, but there it is on his Instagram. And I don't know what more I could say about this situation without getting myself kicked off of YouTube. But there it is. Open lines tonight on Mike in the Night. If you want to join us, be part of the channel, like and subscribe, blah, 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 blah. It's all here. Mike in the Night, open lines. Tonight, episode 445. Guys, if you see me on YouTube and you haven't seen me in a while, I'm back from my 14th suspension. So I have to go back in. Usually when I get suspended, I get unsubscribed from a couple of hundred people. Always. That's why I had to write down my subscription list on YouTube, because every time I would go on, I was unsubscribed to Peter Leeds, and I've been following Peter Leeds and talking to him. I talked to Peter Leeds on the back end, and I'm unsubscribed to him when my channel came back. I was unsubscribed to God Rules, and God Rules has been on Mike in the Night so many times. So has Peter Leeds. So I'm worried about losing contact. So that's why I think everyone should just back their channel up on Odyssey, and I've been telling God Rules. And I left a message for Alaska Prepper in Skype to give me a call when you get a chance. And all I want him to know is to back up his channel. It's free. They do it for you. Just let them know that Mike Martin sent me here. And they'll give you a bonus thing and a bonus all kinds of, and it mirrors your whole YouTube channel. And that's why more and more people are getting over, moving over to other platforms, because we just can't say anything on here anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Saturday morning. So we got over 20 people watching. Yes, a lot of people have been emailing me and saying, good to see you back on YouTube. I'm like, well, I've been on other platforms the whole time. And it's been steady the whole time. So, I hear somebody at my door. I hear somebody at my door. Let's let them know we're open. Hey guys, we open at 11.
Oh, it's that early, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, I gotta have a time to open. Because if you start opening early, more people want to, demand that you come earlier. Yeah, I know. I open at 11 in the morning. What time is it? Don't tell me it's past 11. I'll feel like crap. Oh, it's 10:20. So, yeah. There it is right there. Man, I'm so excited. I don't know. I just feel... I don't know. Are you guys feeling it too? 1 gallon is now over $10. Yeah, that's Canadian. That's right. Canadian dollars. I thought it was like $8.50, $9 maybe. Liberal Tears is saying, Margie O, I have a lot of magnets, and when I was playing with pennies and magnets, only pennies made after 2007 attached to the magnets. I came across that a few years ago in Canadian money. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Everyone's enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying your day today, your Saturday morning. Here with Backpage Mike. Backpage Mike, episode 2. And if you guys want to get the inside scoop on things, just go to Mike in the Night, man. Just there's nothing we could talk about. We can't really say anything anymore. Everything could be right in front of our faces, and if we talk about it, it's considered misinformation. So we can't even say anything. Here it is, guys, tonight. Don't forget to join us on Mike in the Night with Open Lines, episode 445, Open Lines. So there's basically call in if you want to talk about worldwide inflation, what's happening for food, gas. It doesn't even make anything you want. And again, look at this. A Washington governor predicts a summer full of blackouts, destruction, and death. And I don't want to bring the guy that brings you this news, but it's in his Twitter. I mean, it's there. And I mean, before YouTube decides that they want to, there it is right there. So before they want to strike my channel down again, I just wanted to show that to you guys. Canadians permanently leaving was unusually high for the first quarter. So more and more Canadians are leaving Canada. Toronto Bakery tells people to treat them with respect and isn't extending their lease. So I feel what these people are feeling. I've been... you're going to want to watch the Merit Harassment series on YouTube, because what I've been going through in town with the amount of disrespect from people is absolutely phenomenal. But she says here, look what she says, 99% of our customers are amazing, but the actions of the 1% are baffling. Yeah, that's the 1%. Well, yeah, here in town, it's more than 1%. But conservative MPs free to attend freedom protest this summer. Oh, that's good. They're allowed to go to a protest. The legacy media doesn't understand why Canadians don't trust them. Nobody trusts mainstream media. It's all garbage. It's all bought and paid for. And Yahoo Finance. What are they talking about here? Legend predicts... That's an ad. Jeff Bezos... Is that an ad? No. Backed real estate investment platform acquires another $23 million worth of single-family rental homes. So what we're going to do is you're not going to own a home anymore. You're going to be renting a home through corporate via federalization. They're going to federalize everything. And they're going to tax the companies or the corporations to death to take their reins. Everything. And they're taxing us to death. So my little town of, 7,000? They claim to have 7,000. Okay. You know what we pay in property tax? I made a video. $4,300 in property tax. $4,300 for 2 stoplights. 2 stoplights in my town. There's no infrastructure. We have most of our roads, except 1/4 mile, is 2 lanes up, 2 lanes down, 1/4 mile. And the rest of the town is 1 lane up, 1 lane down. I don't know how good the sewer system is. I don't know how good our police closes at 9 o'clock now. I think, 4:30. The police now here in town, the cop shop closes at 4:30 and they reopen in the morning. The hospital is iffy if it's open. Iffy if it's open. That's the situation that we are in right now. That is the situation that we are struggling with right now here in the small town. So it's going to hit everywhere. And the big cities, I think what's going to happen, it's going to start to crater in the small towns I'm in. Like the small town that I live in and the other towns around us will start to crater, and it's going to make its way to the city. And it's going to be like you know how a tsunami comes? It's going to be the same thing. And it's going to crater, and they're just going to tax us up the wazoo. Canada sent $250 million to stabilize food prices in... What country was that? Guys, do you remember what country that was? Canada sent $250 million to help with food prices? Do you guys remember that? Rwanda, thank you. I was going to look it up. Yeah, Canada just sent $250 million to Rwanda to help stabilize food prices. If the Canadian government gave $350,000, let's say 250 million divided into 250,000, let's say, whatever that comes out, to struggling small businesses that employ, let's say, 16 or more people, let's say, because they get taxed to work, they pay their taxes to the federal government. If that's a better investment, in my opinion, taking care of your own people. They take that 25 million or $250 million that they're sending to stabilize food prices in Rwanda. That's just going to line the pockets of politicians there, and most of that money gets laundered back into Canada through political contributions, right? Just like the whole thing in, I don't know if I could say this country, the U country in here on this platform, but we talk about it on Mike in the Night. We can't really say nothing on here, right? So, how's about actually building food production facilities and giving the farmers back their land in Rwanda and giving the people back the power and relinquishing the land for the people to actually grow their own livestock and their own food? How's about investing in that instead of trying to stabilize food prices in Rwanda? $250 million. Canada sent $20 million to Pakistan not long ago for gender research. So it's like, I think that the pendulum is going to swing back, folks. I have a feeling that things are just going to get to that point where, that's why, it doesn't take much for them it doesn't take much. Pass a bill, no solar panels allowed on your roof. In small municipalities. It doesn't take much for them to, okay, you can't store diesel fuel in your house. You can't do this, you can't do that. But you're still going to pay $5,000, $6,000 a year in property tax for the 2 stoplights we have here. That's what they're going to come for. They're going to tax us to death. It's not death and taxes. They're going to tax us to death. Someone saying, I'm seriously considering buying an RV and living in it when I get back to Alberta. Do that. Put a pile of solar on your RV roof. Fill it with solar panels. If you're in Canada and you're close to me, I'll wire it in series or parallel for you. Run the wires into your inverter. Get your batteries under the floor. We'll update the batteries that come with the RV, just so you have better batteries and lithium-ion ones. Good stuff. Do that. Do that. And you could run a heat rod. Those little hoses you could buy that you plug into the wall and it provides heat around in a certain area. You could run that in between the floorboards to, in the winter, you could just plug it into your inverter. You don't have to worry about the power. You don't have to plug in anywhere to get power for your stuff. You don't have to do that. You park into a Walmart for a week or two and then move on to somewhere else, when the price of fuel goes down. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas out there, So, IREA saying I live on Crown land. I live in the mountains now for 2 years for free. Yeah, I'd rather live with people. I'm not saying to do it alone. No. I'm saying, have, your wife, your partner, what I'm saying, find a roommate it's God's got this, Mike. Yeah, I know. But remember, you got to remember we're here on a mission too. We are basically here to fulfill that if we can, right? If we're within our means to do so, right? So, but that's what I wanted to share with you guys, because I really want to let you guys know it's not, they're selling the gloom and doom, but just prepare yourself. It doesn't hurt. Go watch Alaska Prepper. Go to his channel. He was on the comments earlier. Go see what he's got going. He's got everything. How to prepare meat for this, salt this, preparing foods, money, gold, silver, financials, everything. Last year, my rates of property taxes in New Zealand were over 12,000 Canadian. What? What? And this year, the taxes are set to go up 2.55%. Wait. Last year, my rates and property taxes in New Zealand were over 12,000 Canadian. Man, that's like 9,200 American. Holy crap. Imagine people in Alabama, you tell them, you got to pay 9,200 American a year for your rights if you want to exist. Think of what people in Alabama will do, or Texas, or Florida would do, or even Alaska would do if the government told them, you're going to have to pay $9,200 a year. What do you think people are going to do? So that is the position we're in right now, and that's... I don't know. I just want to talk with you guys. That's all. But I'm wrapping up here my 1 hour of Backpage Mike episode 2. Hopefully I can get to episode 10 before they ban me off YouTube again. It's 10:30. I'll open my store in a bit. My puppy is huge. He's a sheepdog. He's 150 pounds of fluff. My mom's strata on her townhouse is $500 a month. Wow, liberal tiers, the $500 a month, does that at least include the property tax in the $500 a month, or is the property tax separate? Because I know a guy who's got a townhome, he's paying strata fees like $460 a month, and then he has property tax that he pays $230 or $290 a month with separate from that, and then he has something else he's paying. Yeah. Did you see Mike Martin's going? Lots of protests and strikes spreading across the EU, asking for wage rises. Yes, these strikes and all this stuff started in 2017 with the Gilets jaunes. I think I said that right. The Yellow Vest movement. A lot of people were protesting against Macron up until 2019 when they pulled the trigger on the you know what. And again, if you go to Mike in the Night, we actually show a lot of the protests. Guys, if you want to go back to Mike in the Night episode 400 on Odyssey and start watching from 400 and watch forward. There's the channel tonight, guys. We're going to be live on Mike in the Night on Odyssey. That's what it looks like right there. There's the channel. And there it is right now. Tonight, open lines, live in 9 hours. If you guys want to call in, you call in and tell us. We have all kinds of topics you talk about what you want after I cover the headline news. And if you want to go back to Mike in the Night, Market Disaster wasn't a bad episode, actually. 444 wasn't bad. And I think this one here was good. Federalization of the Planet, 443. And then 442, Disarming World Citizens. And then just keep going back. So proud. Hold on. Somebody said something here. I pay a little over $3,400 a year for taxes on my 26 acres out there in New Brunswick. That's expensive. It's I'm not exactly sure why we are charged so much. Okay, 26 acres in Conroe, Texas. I mean, you can look it up. There's a calculator online for the Conroe. I think it's Conroe or Temple. One of the cities has a tax calculator of how much, like 40 acres, I think it's $160 a year, $200 a year in property tax. Why are they getting these thousands of dollars for property tax? My mom, if she kept her home in Brampton, Ontario, where we used to live, we live in Toronto, but we live in Brampton for a small stint until I moved to Mexico for 2 years. But to tell you guys straight up, she'd be paying like $8,000 a year for property tax if she stayed in that home. I have 18.5 acres in Maine. There you go. The taxes on that are about $372 per year. Thank you very much. There you go. 18.5 acres in Maine. And Maine, from New Brunswick, isn't that far. I think it even touches. Does it touch? No, that's Halifax. I'm just trying to think. So the difference is just blown away, blowing away, and that's why they want America to fall, so they can America becomes like Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the United. Yeah, it touches. The border touches. Yeah, okay. I'm just geographically here out to lunch this morning, but yeah, yeah. So wow, guys, I'm floored, man. I'm yeah. They want America to become like Canada. That's what they want. They want the liberal left or whatever those guys are. They want America to become America's last refuge. That's correct. The most armed citizenry in the world, the most everything. And I think once America becomes like Canada, it's over. They're going to tax everyone to death. It's Amerifornia. I called it Amerifornia 3 years ago. Amerifornia is coming. And I wasn't kidding about that. Anyways, guys. Let's see who's out there. I'm going to open her up, guys. Oh, yes. What a beautiful morning. Going to turn on my open sign here. And it is morning. Beautiful Saturday morning. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Backpage Mike here at the Merrick Toys and Games. I'll be here till 5 p.m. if you guys are like super bored. No chemtrails today. That's great. And Backpage Mike. Woo! Okay, what do we got here for? Are those magic cards? Yeah, the whole wall's magic cards. Right here. Whole wall's magic cards. Right through. There's my Yu-Gi-Oh section here. And a little bit of Pokemon. They gave me back Pokemon after they cut me off it when it got popular. And there's my Goonies poster. And then here's my Mobsters. I've had these for years. And a little bit of old G.I. Joes here. And yeah, the picture of my dad there in Portuguese Africa. That's my dad right there. And that's my Uncle Joe. He lives in Massachusetts right now. These two guys live in... This guy lives in Angola, and that guy lives in Brazil now. And all the board games from all the world. Get this, guys. Go to your local game store. Go get Dominion and play it. It's a great game. 2 to 4 players. You can play it 2 players. It's really good. There's my colonialism stuff. There's colonial games here. But... yep. This one's good too. Guys, if you get the time, pick this game up. Go to your local game store and buy it. It's called Horrified. It's a cooperative game where you work on the same team to survive from the monster invasion. And then they have an American Monsters where they made a new version with the Jersey Devil and Bigfoot and all that stuff. And sells really well here at the store, so but yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, guys. So good to be with you guys. Anyways, guys, don't forget to join us tonight on Mike in the Night on Odyssey. I'll be there. We'll be live. We'll be taking your calls. We'll be open lines. Every last Saturday of the month will be an open line show. Just talk about what's your current... I rode through Merritt on my way from Cold Lake and Esquimalt on my motorcycle back in the summer of 2009 for the Canadian Army Veterans Motorcycle Unit reunion. Wow, that's nice. That's really nice to hear. That's nice life experience is what that is. And that's what we need more. We need better, more beautiful, happy, memorable life experiences. Not this bullshit that they're throwing at us. He built a rec center in Cold Lake in the 90s. Yeah, that's when people had the power. People use cash in my store. About 10%. 10% of sales are cash. The rest is debit, right? Just reading the comments here. All right, guys. I'm going to sweep up the floor here and get everything ready to go. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you tonight on Mike in the Night and on Odyssey. And if you can't make it, at least try and catch the replay. It's really good. And I'll see you guys then, okay? Mike Martin's here. Backpage Mike, episode 2. I have spoken.